everybody, it's Gwen. Welcome back to my channel, and today, as you guys tell from the title, I am bringing you all a video that I have been doing for the past 2 years on my channel, and I guess this is probably the last time I'm making this video, which is really sad. But today I'm going to be telling you guys the bands and artists that I am excited to see on Warped Tour, this being, for real this time, the final Warped Tour, the 25th anniversary. I've mentioned it in a previous video, but yes, I am going. I'm going to the Atlantic City, New Jersey date. Vama and Alex and I are doing a big road trip because it's only about 4 hours from us. We're super excited. We're making it like a little 4-day vacation. I mean, it's going to be on the freaking beach. I am so hype. So a lot of you guys might know the lineup for this actually came out like a month ago, but I just didn't have the time to like sit down and film it. But I'm actually kind of happy that I waited because some of you guys might know on April 1st, no, it was not an April Fool's joke, though I thought it was, they added a few more bands to the dates and the list, and some of those bands I audibly screamed when I saw that their name was coming to New Jersey. So I'm really glad that I actually held off and waited for this video, because now I can give you guys the full update of everybody that I'm excited to see. I just made a setlist playlist recently on my Spotify, so if you guys want to check that out, if you're going to the Atlantic City date, that's for you. But yeah, it's filled with all the bands that I'm really excited to see, and I thought that I would share it with you guys. So I have the new and improved lineup right here, and honestly, I'm just gonna say right off the bat, the Atlantic City lineup is deadass the best out of all of them. Like, Mountain View is pretty great too. Cleveland, I don't even want to talk about Cleveland. Cleveland's depressing as hell. But everybody is saying, and I agree with this, Atlantic City gets the best date. And I am just so happy, and I just feel so fortunate that I'm able to go to this because honestly, like, especially after what was announced on the 1st, like, it just becomes more and more worth it to us for the money and the drive. It's just going to be an incredible experience. I'm so excited. So without further ado, I'm going to get into the bands and artists that I'm excited to see. So I'm just going to go kind of in alphabetical order, you know, just reading through like I normally do, starting with actually not a letter, a number, 311. They're gonna be there, and Alex really likes 311. I've heard of them before, but I've like never checked them out, so I put them on the set list. I'm really excited to check them out before Warped. I know he's super excited to see them, so that should be really, really fun. Next, we have A Day to Remember. Oh my god, guys. I haven't seen A Day to Remember since 2016. Okay, summer of 2016 when they opened up with Blink, and I was like last row. It was in an amphitheater. It was a great experience. They were fantastic live, but I've never had the chance to see them like be in a pit for them or like really kind of, you know, be like a standing room type thing. And oh my god, guys, I'm so excited that they're going to Warped Tour, that I have the chance to see them again. Especially because I don't think that I can make it to their summer tour with Boston Manor, unfortunately, because I'm going to a show the day before that. So I don't think I'm going to be able to go to that one. So I'm really, really happy that I can still see them at Warped Tour. I want to be in A Day to Remember pit so bad. Like, I just want to see what that experience is like, and I've wanted to for so long, so I'm super excited. Vama's really excited because, I mean, we went to that Blink show together. She's the same way. She hasn't seen them since then. So I think it's going to be so much fun. I literally can't wait, and obviously like they're a really big headliner, so that's gonna be amazing that they're there. Next we have Anti-Flag. I actually saw them at Warped 2017, and I mean, just old school punk, you know what I mean? My dad really likes them. He told me to check them out that year, and I did, and they're just characters. They're great. I really like some of their songs. Die for the Government, F Police Brutality, you know. I mean, they're just really cool guys. It's classic punk. I'm really glad that they're here on the final Warped Tour because they've gone to multiple Warped Tours in the past, and I think they're definitely just like one of those good older bands that it's great to see that they brought them back for the finale, you could say. Next we have Blink-182. Once again, same boat, haven't seen them since 2016. Vama and I are so excited for the exact same reason because like I said, like we were in the seats. We didn't get to stand up and like mosh to Blink or crowd surf to Blink. Like, I'm going to die, okay? I can't wait. I think it's gonna be incredible. And also, this is a funny story I will tell for Vama because she loves this. So Warped last year, Mayday Parade did a Blink cover to Rock Show, and she got to crowd surf to the cover, and she's so excited. We're talking about the fact that like she will be able to crowd surf to the actual song. Like, I could be able to say that I've crowd surfed to Blink-182 before, and like, that's just a dream. So I'm so excited for that, to see them again. I mean, they're another huge headliner. I'm so glad that they were able to come to this because, you know, once again, kind of like just like classic pop punk, the classic Warped Tour vibe. Next we have Bowling for Soup. Saw them last year at Warped Tour. Another kind of just Warped classic, you know, that you're just used to seeing. I mean, they're so much fun. They put on a great show. I want to hear just all of the hits. I think it's gonna be really fun. They kind of put on like a little bit of like a beach vibe, so I think it's gonna be great. Next we have 4 Year Strong. Another kind of pop punk classic. I'm getting more into them because I'm actually seeing them with real friends in early June, so it's gonna be fun to be able to see them again on Warped Tour. I mean, they're not like a huge band for me. Like, I haven't gotten super into them yet. I might get more into them because of the Real Friends show, and then that might depend like how much I want to see them again. So right now they're kind of like lower to the bottom of my list, but I mean, once again, classic pop punk. I think it'd be really fun to be able to see them on Warped. Next we have Frank Iero and the Future Violence. Honestly, like, I don't really know any of their songs. I don't think that I would need to like be there for their entire set, but I kind of just like want to see Frank Iero in person. So like, I mean, it's not a huge thing to like I said, stay for their entire thing. I would just love to like walk by and just be able to see him. I think that'd be really, really cool because that's the closest I'm ever gonna get to a former MCR member. Next we have Good Charlotte, like another classic that like I've just never been able to see. I don't think they've been to Warped Tour in the past few years that I've gone, so I've never had the chance to see them. I remember Vom and I watching them play on the AP tour a few years ago, just like, you know, online and like jam into it, so I think they'd be really fun to see live on Warped Tour. I think they're kind of just like a really great old school band for that kind of thing, so that should be a lot of fun. Next we have Less Than Jake. Vama actually literally just texted me today and was like, hey, can you add them to the set list? And I was like, sure, queen. I'm not a huge fan personally, like I just haven't really gotten into them. They're kind of like right now on the bottom of my list, but another one of those bands, like if we have time, I'm down, and I'm also like gonna be listening to them more as it gets closer to Warped Tour, so they're one of the ones where if I get more into them, then maybe they'll be higher up on my list. Next, we have one of the ones that just got added the other day, and I'm so excited, Meg Dia. Okay, so a lot of people were commenting on the Warped thing, like the announcement, and they were like, who the hell is Meg Dia? Like, oh my god, are they just some like high school like couple band that like doesn't know what they're doing? Or are they someone like Warped found off the street? No, folks, people were educating people, and so was I. They're like an early 2000s mini Paramore. I don't want to, you know, just call them that, but they're two girls, and they're just like 2000s rock pop kind of. I actually been listening to them for years. I think I got into them like 2015, and I mean, songs like Monster, Going Away, Roses, like honestly, you've probably heard at least Monster in your life, you just didn't realize it was them. So like, I strongly recommend going to like, their Spotify page, checking out like either of the songs I just mentioned, like just like some of their top hits. They're great. I mean, they've been on my Spotify for like years, like I said, and I always joked like, oh my god, how fun would it to be to see Meg Dia live? But like, to be honest, I thought they broke up. I mean, they haven't released new music in years. I really thought that like it was just too late for me to ever see them, but the fact they're going to Warped Tour is so cool. And I mean, I don't know the history of Warped Tour very well, but I'm sure that they were there in the early 2000s. I think people were actually saying that they used to go to Warped Tour, and they're one of like the nostalgic favorites that Warped is bringing along, and I love that. Like, I really hope that I'm able to see them because that'd be so freaking cool. Next we have the Menzingers, which I actually am like really just getting into like this month. So my school has like a pop punk, hardcore, alternative club basically for like people that are into this type of music, which is great. It's called Loyola Core. We love, we stan. And somebody in Loyola Core actually recommended the song called After the Party by the Menzingers, and we watched the entire music video in the club, and I was just like who are these peeps? And I've heard of them only because they toured with Tiny Moving Parts, and that was a show I was thinking about going to but never did. But I remember hearing their name, and I just never like took the initiative to check them out. But damn, like that song, especially after watching the music video, I was like, who are these guys? I really like it. So I've only heard a few songs by them. I'm still getting more into them, but if I have time to see them, like I would love to, because I think they're super talented, and they're pretty small. They're definitely one of the more up and coming bands. Next we have one of the bands that I like thought they were gonna come. I predicted this, and I was telling my mom about it because she's a huge fan of them. She's like, that's not gonna happen, like they're not gonna go. I was even telling Alex about it. He was like, man, that'd be amazing, but it's probably not gonna happen. The freaking Offspring. Yes, the Offspring are going to Warped Tour. I'm so excited. When I saw that, I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna be able to see the Offspring. Like, once again, it's like the same thing like Blink. It's like, what is life, you know? My mom's a huge fan. She kind of got me into them. She actually honestly knows more of their stuff than I do, But oh my god, I mean, once again, just like classics that I'm sure once played at the older Warped Tours, like the 90s. Like I'm so excited to be able to see them. My mom's jealous. She's like, get all the videos for me because she loves them, and oh my god, I think it'll be so fun to see them live. So I'm so excited that like they're actually gonna go to Warped Tour. Next we have Real Big Fish, who I guess I've kind of seen before. I saw them at Warped last year. Not by choice, it was like I was waiting to get into the pit at the amphitheater for state champs and they would just happen to be playing, so I was kind of forced to watch them. But they're great. I mean, they're ska, punk, rock, I don't know. But they're just really, really fun. The fact that people mosh to Real Big Fish just like cracks me up. I mean, they're characters. So I would love to see them like for real, kind of like be in a pit for them and get more into them. Alex is a really big fan of them, so I think it'll be fun, you know, for him to see them again. And that's kind of why I put them on my list. They're just really unique, and I'm really glad that they are gonna be at Warped Tour. Next we have Simple Plan, which I also put on the set list just because like once again another kind of classic that it's like pretty cool to be able to see them. You know, they're not huge on my list, but it's like if we have time to kill and they're playing, like I'm gonna go see them, or even just go over and like see a song or two just to be able to say you've seen them, and just I don't know, stuff like that I think is really cool. Next we have Stacked Like Pancakes. Listen, so they were at Warped Tour 2017 and they were like supposed to be at our date that Vam and I went to, the Wantagh date, or like we thought for the longest time they were playing that date. Remember, we got there and they weren't there, and I was like, oh my god, what? I really wanted to see them at Pancakes. So I've never seen them before, and I'm really glad that I finally can. I know the band's kind of changed within the last year. There was a lot of drama and weirdness, and like it used to be 7 guys, now it seems like it's only 1 dude. Like I really honestly couldn't tell you about like who's in the actual band other than like the lead singer, because there used to be like 7 dudes and they had like trumpets and it was really cool. I don't really know what's going on now, but I mean, I got into their music 2 years ago and I'm like, I still like it. I would still like to see them live. They remind me a lot of 21 Pilots, more chill, more straight to the point 21 Pilots, not as poetic lyrics, you know what I mean? And I guess more trumpets. So I would love to see them again if we have time. It's not a huge priority, but it's, I mean, it's high up on the list just because I've never seen them before, and I would like to. And now, folks, we have the band that made me scream so loud on April 1st when this got added that there was a guy vacuuming outside my dorm. I screamed so loud that he stopped vacuuming. I think he thought I got stabbed or something. I'm not even kidding. I literally screamed so loud. So this band, you probably guess, is The Story So Far. I'm so excited. As a lot of you guys know, I saw them for the first time back in November at the Metro. It was one of the best live shows I've ever been to. Like, they are incredible, the hardest pop punk pit I've ever been in. Oh my god, can they put on a show, and their fans go so hard. I became a huge fan of them the last year, and oh my god, I mean, for a while I've been like, oh my god, I want to see The Story So Far again. Of course I saw they were going to the Mountain View date, and I was like, damn it, I really wish they were at Atlantic City. I was so annoyed about that. And just like, damn, like, if I could just swap one band out, I really wish Story So Far would also be at Atlantic City date. And then, of course, Disrupt Fest came out, whatever that thing is, with Rockstar. And I'm probably not going to go to that, but I literally was debating going solely for, like, The Story So Far and, like, a few other bands, like 2 or 3. Like, there were not many bands in that list that are going that, like, struck my eye, but I saw The Story So Far and I was like, do I want to pay like $60 and like drive to Hartford and like wait in amphitheater to see The Story So Far? Like, I might. I don't have to anymore, bitch, because they're coming to Atlantic City, and I mean, honestly, that made the lineup for me. Like, obviously the lineup was already great, but that honestly, I think, put it over the edge that made me realize, like, yeah, Atlantic City is the best, you know what I mean? Like, we got the data, remember, we got Story So Far, like, we got so many great bands, so I cannot wait to see them again. I love them. I've been wanting to see them again already. I've already been like, oh, when are they touring? Like, I want to see them again. And more importantly, Vama and Alex both have never seen them live. And I mean, they're gonna die. Like, I have been raving about how amazing they are live for so long. Alex has been into them for a while. Vama kind of got into them a little bit after me. And so now they are so excited. Like, she's been wanting to see them for so long. They both have. And when I texted them, when I found out, I literally screamed, texted them so fast. I was like, we are all going to see The Story So Far. We are going to, like, get to be in their pit and live through that. I can't wait. So, I mean, this is honestly a really big addition for me, and one that I obviously, like, I have to see them again. Like, very high up on my list. Honestly, might be the highest band up on the list, at least for people that I've already seen before. Definitely, like, I need to see them again. So I can't wait. It's gonna be such a great experience, and like I said, that really did make the lineup kind of over the top for me and make it even more worth it that I'm going. And now I don't have to go to like Disrupt or anything because I'm seeing it all in one place. It's gonna be great. Next we have Taking Back Sunday. Once again, another classic. Vama really likes them. I think Alex does too. I'm a casual fan, but like same sort of thing. I'd love to see them on Warped. I'm sure they're gonna have a really big crowd and I think it's gonna be super fun. Also added is now Travie McCoy of Gym Class Heroes. I looked back up and I noticed that Gym Class Heroes have been taken off the list. They were supposed to be there. They were going to be on my list to see, but now it's just Travie McCoy, so like I don't know what that means. Like, does he have solo stuff? Because I genuinely don't know. But like I really wanted to see Gym Class Heroes. I wanted to hear Stereo Hearts live. Like that was my middle school song. That was my jam. So, I mean, he's not really on the list, but because I don't really know what he's doing, like, I don't know. I mean, it'd be cool to see him because like obviously he's like a big celebrity, but yeah, they took Gym Class Heroes off, which I'm kind of sad about, to be honest. And now, second to last, we have Trophy Eyes, one of my all-time favorite bands on my list of top 5 easily. I'm so excited to see them again. The first time I ever saw them was Warped 2017 when they were on the Little Full Sail Baby stage, and we met them and it was amazing, and I'm assuming they're going to have a huge crowd for the final Warped Tour, and I'm just so excited they brought them back because I think the Warped Tour honestly really did a lot for them in 2017, got their name out there, and that was when Chemical Miracle was, you know, had just come out and everyone was getting excited about it, and it really got their name out there. So the fact that they've been invited back for the big anniversary I think is so amazing, and I am a huge fan of them. I cannot wait to see them again. They put on fantastic shows. They're the coolest guys, and I think it's going to be so cool to see them again in a Warped setting where there's just a lot more people really appreciating them. And finally, the last band is We the Kings, just to round it out with, once again, a true Warped classic. I mean, these guys have done Warped for so many years. I would love to see how many years they've been at Warped, because I think Warped has kind of been like a home base of theirs. A lot of people tweeted where We the King is gonna play if Warped Tour is canceled, which is so mean. You know what they do now? They do college shows. I know because they literally came to my school in February and I saw them. So I'll be seeing them again at Warped Tour. I mean, they're probably like in the middle of my list. Like if we have time, sure. You know, I mean, Check Yes Juliet, classics. So it's gonna be fun to see them again. But there you guys go. Those are all of the bands that I'm hoping to see on the final 25th anniversary Warped Tour. It's definitely a lot, but I like that obviously it's split up into 2 days, so I'm hoping that we'll be able to see more people, you know, than we might not be able to if it was just one day. They haven't split up the lineup though for each day. They did for Mountain View because there were still single day passes, but Atlantic City is sold out, so they can't even sell any one-day passes. But I don't know, I wish they would tell us. I hope they're going to tell us soon what each day is, just so we can plan it out, but I'm assuming, you know, they'll probably split up the 2 headliners for either day, so hopefully we're able to see at least most of the people that are on that list. You know, a good mix of people I've already seen and some new peeps, so overall, I think that there's definitely enough bands that I want to see to make it worth it and worth the money and worth the drive, and I'm so incredibly excited for this Warped Tour. I think it's going to honestly be kind of a perfect ending just because I've gone the last 2 There's a lot of birds outside. I really apologize. They're squawking a lot. I think going to Warped Tour the last 2 years and now going to this 3rd year, you know, big finale, big anniversary is going to be perfect for me. And, you know, it's going to be with my best friends on the beach. I think it's going to be crazy and I'm so excited for it. I hope you guys are too. Also, please comment down below and let me know if any of you guys are going to any of the Warped dates, even Cleveland. You know, you do you, Midwest. I don't know what to say, but let me know, especially if you guys are going to the Atlantic City date. I've already had people comment on my other video telling me they're going to the Atlantic City date and they would love to like meet up, and I am totally down. So if any of you guys are going, let me know because I'd love to meet you, and also tell me what bands you guys are excited for Warped. But other than that, thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to give this video a big thumbs up if you guys liked it, and subscribe if you haven't already. And other than that, I will see you all next time. Bye!